Welcome to the Steelers Realm Podcast. And now, here are the boys of Steelers Realm.
Good evening, Steelers Nation and producer. We're
What's
back
up?
in the house tonight. First of all, I want to say, man, I apologize for being a little late tonight. TA has been traveling extensively through the month of March and April and has finally got back into the home office. So I'm looking forward to being at home, man. JT, of course, is still on the move right now. He's in between houses, freight train somewhere off the rails. So you're stuck here with me and the producer to talk a little bit about NFL meetings in
You're
Arizona.
back from Florida, you said, right?
I'm back from Florida, baby.
Ooh,
Got a
must
little,
have been
got a
nice
little
there,
color
right?
in my cheeks. Oh, it was beautiful down there, man. Water was great. Did a little fishing down there. I went snook fishing. You ever go snook fishing, producer?
Nah, I'm lucky if I can go fishing.
So let me tell you a little bit about snook fishing. First of all, I went with the Snook Master of Florida, right?
Ooh.
That's on his Facebook page. Snook Master, Snook whatever. He's the Snook Master. I'll tell you this: if all of you who've never been snook fishing before, being that we're up north, how we went fishing was basically you got in a boat, you creeped in somebody's backyard, which was their dock, looking for a green light to throw your line underneath there to watch 20 to 25 snook come running out to get your bait. Now, the whole time I'm looking in the back window of somebody's houses, and I can't help but think to myself, if I was in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and I look out my back window and I see some hoodlums out there either fishing, hunting, trespassing, I'm being met by a double barrel shotgun, producer. You know what I mean? But
I
yet
just
this is-
waved at them.
You just waved to him? Oh
Yep.
no. I mean, it was a little something else, man. Just to see it. But yeah, did me a little snook fishing, did me a little redfish fishing. I mean, got my fishing done, got my ocean out of the way, got a little color in my skin. But I'm ready to talk football, man. And you know what else we got to talk about? Did you watch the launch of the Artemis?
I did not.
You didn't watch history in its making? You have never, ever seen a launch before. Have you, producer, in your time?
Oh, you're referring to the space launch.
Yes, that's called the Artemis 2.
I did not, but I did see highlights of it, of us circling the moon.
So you were able to go. It hasn't even circled the moon yet. It's still in orbit around the Earth.
Maybe that was his projections. I don't know.
The projections. I'm telling you, this younger generation. I don't know what we're going to do with you, producer. This was like history in the making, man. So I got lucky, was down there in Florida when this all happened. Now, I'm on the West Coast. You probably don't know this, producer, but it happened on the East Coast.
Ooh,
Did you know that?
I did not.
There's a little town there called Cape Canaveral. That's where like NASA puts things up in the air. Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
No. Okay, so maybe one day you'll open up a history book and when you go to read it, you'll realize that you may have been possibly part of it if you'd have paid closer attention. But
I'm not an astronaut. How am I supposed to know?
It doesn't matter if you're an astronaut. You should be aware of your surroundings. Know
Fine.
exactly what's going on in your backyard. Kind of like me snook fishing in it. I can go snook fishing in your backyard. I ain't got to worry about a double barrel shotgun. You're not paying attention.
I'm never paying attention.
So the Artemis, which was pretty cool. I got to put this out there real quick. So, of course, we're all there yesterday. We're all looking forward to watching this thing go. Haven't put, a rocket up in the air in a long time, let alone going around the moon and seeing the dark side of the moon. Do you know who sang that song, producer? The Dark Side of the Moon. No, Pink Floyd.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Have you heard of that band?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Great.
yeah.
They're great.
They're great. There you go. They're an all-time classic. Okay, we agree on something, producer. We're right there. So what's cool about it is we watched the launch. As we watched the launch, we're like, I wonder if we can see it. We actually were able to go outside and watch and see the actual rocket.
Wait, did you get any photos of it? You should send them to me.
No.
Damn.
And we were too much in awe experiencing it ourselves.
Damn.
We seen the trails like, look, way over there on the other side of Florida, we were able to see it take off. And when the two rockets separated from the big rocket, it gave a great big flash. And then, man, it was gone. And heading out to outer space, man. But it was cool as shit that we were able to see that, producer.
Lucky you.
Lucky me. I'm so glad you feel. I'm so glad you feel lucky for me, producer. But in the meantime, enough of me. We're going to get back to what we're here for, right? Football, Steelers. Not only do we have meetings going on, we've got stadium changes coming. We have preparation for the draft. We're going to talk about the draft. We've got a little bit of quarterback insight here too, I guess I got to throw out there. And we have our first NFL female official suing the NFL. And who gets lucky to be part of this? The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yay!
Yay! No, it's not yay. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. So we might as well just start out with that right now. First of all, Robin Delorenzio has now went ahead and filed a lawsuit after being let go from the NFL, sues the league, alleges humiliation from her superiors, and one thing that she puts in there is a situation that happened at training camp. Can you believe this?
No. What happened?
Well, evidently, the crew chief, who has not been named yet, right?
Yeah.
Basically went up to Coach Tomlin one day out there at Latrobe and said, hey, she's a new official. And of course, this is now back in, I think, like, she was 2002, or I'm sorry, 2022, somewhere around in there, 2022, 23, somewhere around there. I think she's had like 3 years under her belt. Anyways, they went ahead because we all know as Steeler fans, one of the things that happened in training camp is the rookies are, we're going to say, allegedly hazed, because I don't want to go spreading any false news, right? Allegedly hazed, which means, what does that mean, producer? I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to tell you what it means. It means that during breakfast, during lunch, during dinner, they're expected to go ahead and bring food out to the veterans. During training camp, they're expected to carry shoulder pads, helmets, jock straps, whatever it is. That's their initiation into the NFL. There's also a little thing that's always happened that we've been well aware of, is that there's always a talent show somewhere in about the middle of training camp that goes on, right? Have you heard any of this, producer, or is this all news to you? Because I know you didn't know about Artemis, so you might not have known about this, because I know you live in a cave.
Maybe.
So are you aware of any of this that I'm telling you?
Yeah. So I saw the article you're talking about. I only read the headline and then I skipped the article.
Oh, you skipped the article.
I read the headline.
Anyways, you read the headline. Okay, you read the headline. That's okay. At least you read the headline. That's all that matters. So now, the crew chief turns around, goes up to Tomlin, and says, hey, I got a new official. She's a rookie. And like all rookie football players, I think she should be made to sing in front of everyone. Somewhere, Tomlin must have thought this was, hey, great idea. We do it to all the rookie football players. This is a female. We're going to treat you just like any other rookie. And yeah, let's have you sing. Now, I'm pretty sure that in the officiating business, there's probably no rookie hazing. Would you agree or disagree on that?
I gotta agree with you.
Yes. So we're already off on a bad foot that Tomlin would even make this happen. But evidently, she went ahead and put on a singing performance that was horrible. It was humiliating. Not only that, she asked for it not to be taped. And you know what they did?
I taped it anyways.
They taped it anyways. So, of course, we've thrown this now into the mix. Now, not only that, but throughout the year, the same crew chief used excessive profanity towards her, basically mistreated her as a female employee. And by the end of the season, I guess he wasn't even talking to her. Now, at some point, you figured the NFL would have kind of stepped in here, especially seeing that she was one of the very first pioneers to break the barrier to come into the NFL. And we
Was
already
she the
know
one
with
with
the
the ponytail
NFL,
or no?
she's the one with the ponytail.
Okay.
Absolutely right. She's the one with the ponytail. She's the
Okay.
one that I've been on the show personally stating that she was soft on the eyes to go ahead and look at during a football game. And that it was nice to see equality coming because the NFL is always talking about equality and not discrimination. And now what do we got? We've got a discrimination case. Now, is it a money grab? Do we feel that she's got enough to go ahead and go after a lawsuit, especially against the NFL, which means 10 years from now, we're going to find out what happens when everybody's tired of hearing about it, discussing about it, and they settle out of court. In the meantime, this poor lady's career, her dreams from a young girl have now been ruined, and she will probably never ever get the opportunity to or to ref in the NFL again.
Officiate. Yeah, I don't know what's true, what's not true. We'll have to find out. Like we'll find out in maybe 10 years what was true. But I mean, if it did happen, hopefully it didn't. But it's a shame if it did.
Yes. And I hope that the NFL was really taking this seriously and that the NFL is kind of looking into it. But at the end of the day, it's off to now the meetings. And in the meetings, who's making headlines again? Do you know who's making headlines again?
Was it the Chargers, the Browns?
No, it's the Steelers. It's the Steelers. We've
What do we
got
do?
a couple more. Oh, we've got a couple more rules that have went ahead and been changed because of our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. The first one that was changed, are you ready for this?
Yep.
Is due to the fact that DK Metcalf involved in an altercation with a fan that resulted in a 2-game suspension. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was bullshit.
Bullshit how? I want to hear how you think it was bullshit, first of all. Bullshit that he got suspended.
Obviously, Metcalf was defending himself from that vicious and harassing fan.
And as we all know, there's always two sides to every story. So, yes, we know that leading up to it, there was a history between this fan and DK. DK took it a little too far because as a professional football player, you should never, ever take a swing at a fan, period. End of subject.
I agree.
Yeah, it should not happen. So now, because under the previous rules, if it didn't happen on the field or a referee did not see it, hence they were unable to flag it. And because this happened behind the bench, out of sight from the refs, even though it was publicized on TV, the NFL could not do nothing at that time to go ahead and give a flag. That has now been changed. If there are any kind of altercations that the referees do not see, New York now has the ability to step in and throw a flag and take care of it on the scene.
What?
Might as well call it the DK Metcalf rule.
What? That kind of seems so like they could easily call some BS like in the background that nobody saw, and like
It's very
it would
possible.
probably lead to more crappy calls just because of one missed call.
Well, no, there's more. We're going to get to that. That might not be the case.
Okay.
Now, we're going to talk about the second rule that changed.
Okay.
And we got Bazooka Joe to thank for this.
Ooh.
Do you remember back in November when we were playing the Indianapolis Colts and we got the opportunity to kick off from the 50 after a Colts penalty, and he went ahead and kicked it out of bounds, and we were all like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But yet, because he did that, it went ahead and dictated that it got spotted at the 25-yard line at the time. And we were like, oh, that was ingenious. Way to go, Danny. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was fun.
All right. So, with that being said, the NFL didn't like being made a fool, didn't look at the rule the whole way. So now the new rule seeks basically to eliminate the kicking team's incentive to intentionally kick the ball out of bounds when kicking from the 50. They now have to either a ball kicked out of the end zone or not returned from it is now placed at the 20-yard line.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean that could be huge though, because I know that what are they trying to make kickoffs more returns or whatnot or less returns?
Well,
I don't even know what they've pretty much ruined kickoffs at this point. So I mean, it is what it is.
Well, of course, where we're at is we're trying to eliminate concussions because CTE is a real thing. No matter what Mr. Scadaboo says, it is a real thing, and it is really rampant in the NFL community, especially amongst retired players. Now, with that being said, it has become a little bit of a boring play of the game. So they have tweaked it to, of course, make it more exciting for us fans. Now, that's where they're trying to make it to where it is a play that is legitimate in the NFL, and it's exciting for you and me and other viewers to enjoy the game as we once did before by protecting its players.
Yep.
So, with that being said, we've now declared that any team can kick an onside kick at any time during the game.
Ooh.
When before the team had to be trailing. That doesn't matter anymore. Now it's still the same rule exists. You got to inform the other player. You got
do they still have to declare it?
Well, you still got to declare. You got to do all of that stuff.
Then there's no point.
You can do
that takes the element of surprise out of the equation.
But you can do it at any time. So we'll see where that goes. Now,
okay, to start this year off, we're going to kick an onside. Screw it.
Well, hopefully we do. We'll see. Now, they've also went from dropping from 6 to 5 as the required number of players from the receiving team for kickoffs to be lined up with their front foot on the receiving team's formation. So that means that now we've got one less back there and one more up there to block before anybody can move, because we've got to remember during the kickoff, the receiver or the returner has to catch the ball first before we can take off for pursuit.
Yeah, but that's not going to matter anyways.
No, you're just taking one guy out of it, so it really doesn't matter.
It's like taking one less haystack out of hay pile. Whatever.
One less out of what? PayPal?
I mean, one less dollar. It won't make a difference.
Won't make a difference. All right. Now, here's one thing that I'm really interested in seeing. They have a temporary rule related to an anticipated work stoppage by the on-field officials that could result in replacement officials. Because, as you know, the NFL and the officials are in contract talks, and it's a good possibility that we could have replacement officials this year. So what they're going to allow the NFL officiating department to do
Mhm.
is to basically clear obvious mistakes made on the field by officials that impact the game. So they will actually stop the game to correct a bad call before play is able to resume, which I think could be a good thing. Whether they come back off a strike
Mhm.
or whatever, I
Yeah,
think that should probably be there. Because as we know last year, we all seen it. We've been discussing it for years. Are the games now officially rigged? Right?
they are.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I
Again,
mean,
there's always
you
two
saw it
sides to
last
every
year. They
story.
were like last year. They're expanding the replay assist and whatnot. I guess that's more of an expansion on that because there's so many obvious calls in replay that should be reversed and they just don't do them. And hopefully they will with that rule change.
Yes. So hopefully this has more impact as time goes on. And then last but not least, players that are on injured reserve or physically unable to perform on the PUP list.
Oh, pup. Yeah.
When the regular season begins, they're now allowed to return to practice after 2 weeks or after 2 games or 2 weeks, I guess however you want to look at
Mhm.
it, instead of the month as it has been previously before.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing though. Most of those guys are seriously injured. And it's going to take them off for them to return anyways.
One more time?
Oh,
What did you just
most of those
mumble?
guys are coming off a serious injury, so I don't think it's going to make much impact.
You don't think it'll make? I'm thinking it's going to be more for the guys like Will Howard last year.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
his little finger incident. He
Mhm.
probably could have come back into practice 2 weeks after, but instead he had to wait that whole month out, and then he had this 21 days, and then he was able to come back on. By that time, everybody's like, "Will who Will?"
Yeah, it would have helped. Will get back in time.
Because what we're all waiting to find out is if there's a will, is there a way?
Ooh, maybe, just maybe.
And with that, as you can see in the news today, there's been another quarterback taken off the list for the Pittsburgh Steelers backup plan. Did you happen to notice that who that was?
Yeah. Kirko, the choker, he signed with the Raiders for a 1 year, $20 million deal, but it's like fake money. It says like 5 years, $200 million. I don't know, or something like that. But it's all fake money.
Fake. It's all fake money. It's monopoly
It's
money.
yeah,
Huh?
it is. It's all fake.
It's all monopoly money. All
Yeah.
right. Well,
But
we
that
can
leaves
go ahead.
Mr. Rogers the only like free agent left quarterback wise.
Well, no, that's not true. Still rumors about a possible trade for Mr. Mac Jones.
Oh, yeah, I meant the
Then
free
there's a
agent market.
Well, on the free agent market, we
Yeah,
could have a guy by the name of Cooper Rush.
Oh God.
He says, "Oh God." Well, he has ties to McCarthy. He did play in Dallas, so I mean, it's a good possibility. And he was the Baltimore Ravens backup quarterback. Do you remember that?
Really?
Really? How about this guy? I can't even believe he's still in the league anymore. How about Tyrod Taylor?
Oh, he's always hurt though.
He's always hurt. But you know what? He makes a very good bench warmer. He's been pretty good at warming the bench.
He's
But
a really good
here's
clipboard holder.
He is no. There's only one
Clipboard
good
holder.
clipboard holder who is officially available, and in Artemis's case, is a rocket scientist and has ties to the Steelers. Do you know who that is?
Oh crap! He was on the Commanders, right?
He was on the Commanders.
I can't think of his name though.
How about if I give you a hint? Dobbs.
Oh, him.
Well, who's him? Do you know?
Yeah. He's with us. He's been with us like 2 times before, right?
He has been with us 2 times before. Old Joshua Dobbs. Third times. Charm. I don't know, man. He's got a career record of 3-12 as a starter with 17 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. He may be a rocket science and he might be on the Artemis 8 crew come 2032. But right now, he is definitely the best clipboard holder the NFL has to offer. So there's where we're at. So why I'm talking about this is of course it's been put out there in the news that of course Mike McCarthy, which by the way is our new head coach, in case you haven't been paying attention again,
No.
has been talking to Aaron. And Aaron's in a good place. Art's been talking to him. Omar's been talking to him. The whole Steeler organization has been talking to him. And they feel that they're going to have a decision before the draft.
Ooh. Does everybody have him on speed dial or something?
I'm going to say they have to have him on speed dial. I'm thinking they're going through every ayahuasca trip with him from here to, Costa Rica on down to Venezuela, maybe even over into Australia. I mean, who knows where he's traveling at right now or what he's doing, but I'm sure he's in a good place. And I got a feeling that the Steelers are also in good touch with him, which is why we haven't seen the Steelers make a move. They're good with the quarterback room where it's at. Now, it doesn't mean that in the upcoming draft they might not pick up somebody, but I think right now they have a pretty good idea who's going to be their quarterback, and it's probably going to be A-Rod.
Yeah. I'd be shocked if it's not A-Rod, so I would be shocked if it's not.
I would be shocked too, and I think one more year would help Will, especially if he has a great training camp. And if something was to happen to Aaron during the season, I think that the Steelers have a good backup plan. So I think that they're looking to make another run because, look, hey, we haven't sat on our laurels during free agency by any stretch of the imagination. We're still all in, man. We're still all in.
We're all in, baby.
We're all in, baby. Now, being that we're all in, did you also see that we're going to get some new seating in Acrisure Stadium? And I guess the whole report card thing with the NFL, we're going to get a new playing surface.
Let's go, baby. We got a new playing field. Let's go.
Yes. And the sod farm is using a different breed of grass that is growing right now that should be able to uphold not only the NFL season, not only the college season, but also should hold up for high school playoffs.
Impressive.
Ooh. And
some good grass.
There's some good grass. And the fans are going to have some new seats, buddy. There's going to be specks of black within the stadium seats now. It's just not going to be a sea of gold. We're going to have some specks of black.
Oh, come on. I was hoping for a seat warmer.
You're hoping for a seat warmer?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about seat warmers, buddy. That might be a premium. That's going to be a premium.
Out of my price range.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's out of my price range. I know that. I don't know if you've seen the price of tickets, but dog is they going up. Going up. And going back to one more thing with the Aaron Rodgers thing that I do have to put out there. Did you see there might be another team in the running for Aaron Rodgers? I don't know if this is a ploy for more money, if this was leaked by his agent, but did you see who's now looking at Aaron Rodgers for potentially a one-year deal this year?
Was it the Broncos, maybe? Or
it is the Broncos.
I thought that was an April Fool's joke.
Well, do you think it was an April Fool's joke? Was it an AI thing? It could have been.
I don't think it was serious.
Joke. You don't think it was serious?
Nah.
You think Bo Nix is going to be back? It could have been an April Fool's joke.
He'll be back.
Because I forgot. It is April. It was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a joke. Oh, wait. Did you see something? I thought this was a joke, but actually wasn't. PFF got sold.
That I did not see.
Oh. They're what was it? Everybody at PFF got laid off and until company got sold. It was fun.
Well, I don't think that would have broke my heart by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it wouldn't have broke my heart. I mean, if PFF would share how they actually grade people, maybe I would
Mhm.
get sad and upset. But I'm not sure if I understand. I don't think anybody does.
They just
And
pick points on a graph and call it a day.
well, and I think you're right because they're like Mel Kiper. They tapped into something, and they're going to end up riding this for the next 30 years as well.
Mhm. Yep.
Because let's face it, Mel shouldn't have his job anymore either.
Yeah. They were talking about well he's older now, right? So like they're like ESPN was talking about long-term replacements potentially. Like the past few days, I think.
Long-term replacements.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to retain Rappaport and who else? Other guys.
Other guys. Can you elaborate on other guys?
Oh crap! I forget the other name. I don't have it.
You don't have it.
Well, we're
All
getting
right.
off the rails.
Well, you know what I do have though? I have the skinny of the NFL draft, and we haven't even broke it down. We've wasted 30 minutes real quick here. So let's start going ahead and talking about what are we going to talk about today? Oh, that's right. Defensive backfield and special teams.
Oh yeah.
So let's just get this started.
I
Who
forgot.
do we have right now as a cornerback on this team? Producer, who do we have?
We got a lot of guys. Like,
We got a lot. Are you sure we got a lot of guys?
let me pull it up. Don't worry. All right, I
Pull
got it
it
right
up.
here.
What are you
All
doing?
right, we got
you over there sleeping?
No, I got it. I got it pulled up. So we
You got
got
it? What do you
the
got?
dog, the best corner in the NFL, and Joey Porter Jr. He is the best corner.
JPJ
Didn't allow a single
coming back.
touchdown last year. Don't you agree?
All right. I do. Hey, look, I love JPJ.
Okay, good. You just got to cut down on those little holding penalties. Make sure the ref doesn't see them.
He does got to get a little bit better at that, but
Yeah.
for the most part, hey, I'll take it all day long, man. As long as he keeps everybody out of the end zone, he can hold all the way down there, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. And when we got another guy, Jamel Dean, who's almost as good as keeping guys out of the end zone. He only allowed one touchdown all year, and that's Jamel frickin' Dean. As long as he can stay healthy, he's a stud of a corner.
Now think about this. We got two cornerbacks, shutdown corners, that have only allowed one touchdown in what?
Yep.
The last
Amazing.
year, 2 years? It is pretty amazing.
Yep.
All right, who else we got? We also got a flexible guy. A guy who was a shutdown cornerback in his time, who's kind of been around the league a little bit. He's kind of got a little nasty streak to him.
Yep,
He's
Mr. Ramsey
for sure.
Stud.
He is a stud.
Yep. And that's
Anybody else?
Well, we got some backups. Asante Samuel, who came in, actually had some nice plays after coming off that neck injury. Thought he played well. Did get beat once in the end zone by Darren Waller, but keep him away from taller guys, and he'll be fine.
And quite honestly, I'm surprised we only signed him to 1 year. I really thought we'd pick him up for at least 2 years because I thought he had earned it last year.
Yeah, he played well, but I'm guessing he wants to test the mark another year. Another guy with only 1 year left on his contract, Brent Eccles, who started all of last year for us pretty much. He actually looked fine for what he was. You know, he's one of those guys who'll get beat, but he'll pick the ball off.
And he was good at tackling. So, I mean, dime and nickel, he definitely come in and he earned his keep. He might have been the weak spot. Well, between him and Pierre Island, who's no longer with us.
Yeah. Missing Pierre. Missing. Yep. And then we got Mr. Injured, Corey Trice, still on the roster somehow.
Corey Trice, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who we haven't got to really see play in 4 years now. He's a big badass, and he still can't get on the field.
I don't even know if he's a real person. He's always hurt.
So I got to ask. I think this is a make or break training camp for Corey Trice. We'll probably talk about this again, but I don't see McCarthy keeping him around like Tomlin did.
Yeah, he's kind of pet project of Tomlin's. He's probably long gone.
Yeah, I think if he can't go ahead and show what he's got, he's gone. But hey, we also got a rookie last year that really we didn't get to see either.
Yeah,
We
unfortunately, our
the
seventh round pick
round?
corners, they always get hurt.
We do, but
Deontay
this
Kent.
one I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that Deontay didn't get hurt last year, did he?
No, he did. He was out pretty much the whole year.
He was a training camp casualty.
Yeah. Did he come back or?
You know, nobody's seen him. He's like Waldo. We know he's there, but can you find him?
Yep, he's somewhere.
Who else we got?
Well, Daquan Hardy, another camp body who I know nothing about. Danico Slaughter as well. Those guys won't make the team, though.
No, you're absolutely right. They're camp fillers. So we know we've got at least 4 quality guys at this present time and moment. Now, we're drafting at 21 as we sit here today. Things could change. Do we move up to go get a top? Or do you think one of the top guys could fall to us? Like, let's say a Jermod McCoy. Where's he out of?
Oklahoma, is it? I think
Oklahoma? Jermod McCoy? No.
I have the wrong.
Where's he from? He's from Tennessee, man.
I had the wrong.
He doesn't have no dang banjo on his knee.
I was looking at the wrong player.
Looking at the wrong player.
Yeah, but
now, do you think? Yeah, but what?
Like you're saying, I think he's a guy who could actually fall to 21 because he has a little hamstring tightness. He's still getting over. He's working on it.
And well, here's this, man. He's got good speed, but I think he's a little small, man. He's 5'10", 193 pounds, right? I mean, he's a great athlete. He's great fluid ability. I think he'd make a great slot corner for sure, but I'm not sure if he's the type of guy that we would turn around and want to go ahead and get in the first round. I just don't think that that he meets our intangibles, because everything we were doing, we want big and we want physical. He doesn't hit both of those.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got Dean and JPJ, you're assuming you're going to play a lot of press man coverage, and if he's just too small for that, then it's not going to work.
Correct. Now, I mean, as far as run stopping, though, I do got to hand it to the kid, man. He might be the best run stopping corner in this draft.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but that might be also why he gets injured so much, because he's so physical in the box.
He is physical in the box. There's no doubt about it. Now, since we're talking about tackling, probably the number 1 pick this year, and talk about tackling and has a pop as cornerback, is Mansoor Delane out of LSU.
Yep. He's the top corner. Supposed to go like top 10, I think. So we have to trade up if we wanted him, but we got 2 really good damn corners. I don't see us doing that.
I don't see that either. I mean, for us to go up to him, they'd really have to see something spectacular for us to go ahead and jump up there. Now, I will throw out one more guy who is intriguing to me coming out of Clemson. But again, he doesn't fit the mold at 5'11", 190 pounds. But man, his speed at 4.39, he is feisty. He is a physical coverage guy. I mean, he will go ahead and he'll tackle. He'll put a lick on you. He plays a great man. And coming out of the slot, especially in today's, he does give you that. And he can cover, going down the field. But I just think that his size is going to limit him in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It might, especially when we play a lot of man coverage. We want bigger corners. We got to have those big, long, physical press man corners.
And this year we really don't have those big, long guys. I mean, not that I think fit the mold per se. Now, there is another guy coming out of Tennessee. Who's that guy?
Oh, Colton Hood. He was Jermod McCoy's teammate. Well, he actually took his CB1 spot while he was injured and actually played pretty good. He's a guy who could potentially fall in the second round or, late first. Maybe you consider him at 21 or you trade back, but he's a guy, he's pretty good.
Do you even think he's going to be rated that high?
I mean, let's see. Right now, he's like a top 40 player. I don't know. We'll see, though. These guys can easily fall.
They can. They absolutely can. I see him more of a second round, which may be good for us if we were looking at him because he does have that physical prowess. There's TA again, using those great words. 6 foot, 195, 445, a little bit of a tweener. He doesn't have clean releases. That's the thing that gets me. We talk about Joey being a little handsy. He's definitely a little handsy. And his ball skills aren't great because remember, if you're playing cornerback, there's a reason why you're playing cornerback and not wide receiver.
Well, we see it. These guys, if they don't turn around their head while they're playing defense, they get called with those deep guys all the time.
And that right now is the huge thing. You got to be able to play that ball in the air, and you got to be able to get up there, and you got to be able to high spot it with the best of them, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So, first round, you don't feel, and I don't feel that we're going to go for a cornerback. Is that about?
I don't see it, but if they feel that's the best player available, I'm not going to complain.
All right, so now I got a question to ask you. Who would you see in the later rounds? Would you see a guy like D'Angelo Pons out of Indiana? I mean, he was definitely high IQ, playmaker.
Yep.
Has some of those intangibles that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
You also got a guy like, here you go. I'm ready to mess this name up. I've been waiting all night. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ephesians Prysock. I just want him on the team just so I can say Prysock on the tackle. Did you see that Prysock kid? Man, that kid can tackle.
Yeah. I mean, I really love Pons. He's a great corner. It's just he's on the smaller size though. So he's a guy who could definitely fall into that day two. And if you can scoop him up, I mean, he's a really good player. I think it's just one of those guys where if you just ignore the size and look at, is he a football player? That's the type of guy he is.
All right. What about Prysock? Because he's physical. He's big.
Yeah. He's more of your tradesy guy. If you want to take a shot on a guy who has some traits, and the mid to later rounds, I think he could be a guy you take a shot on. Yeah,
I mean, he might be another Corey Trice because he's not as fluid. He's got some stiff hips, man. He really truly does. But it doesn't mean with the proper coaching, as Tomlin would like to say, we got to coach these guys. We got to train them. We got to teach them. We got to do this. He could potentially develop into something of that nature.
Yeah, he is 6'4" though, so he has the size we like at least.
He does. Now, I tell you what. There's one kid I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw out there, man. He's from a small school. All right, and he's from. Are you ready for this? Because you may not have even heard of this college. This
I probably have.
TA goes deep into this. How about a Stephen F. Austin?
What the? Is that a real college?
It is a real college. SFA, baby. Woohoo! But he definitely has the height, he has the weight, and he has the speed. All right, that could probably cover any receiver right now. The only problem is did he was from a smaller school and did not. He has no tape. on basically covering potential NFL wide receivers.
Oh,
That's
you
the
mean like he's
problem.
not played that level of competition like guys in SEC have, basically?
Correct. He hasn't played that competition. So there's a
Well,
good possibility that he might be a project.
I
See,
mean, we
here's
seem
the
to take
thing.
a corner project in the 7th round every year. We might as well take him.
We do, and there's where I'm at with this. I'm thinking Tomlin like. I'm not thinking McCarthy like.
Mhm.
This to me seems like a kid that a Tomlin would go for. Maybe not so much of McCarthy.
Well, we have different coaches, but the front office is still the same. They probably have the same tendencies still.
Probably have the same tendencies. You're right, because the scouting team has not changed. They're going to be talking about these type of guys, especially in your later rounds.
Mhm.
All right. So we're back to, at the end of the day, cornerback, probably not in the first round.
Yeah, I feel really good about our trio of corners, especially if there are injuries. Eccles or Samuel, I feel good enough to step in right away.
Yeah, see, I kind of look at cornerback this year, kind of like the linebacker. Probably looking around the third round when we got a couple of picks in that third round. That these are the type of guys that we're probably going to look at to try to bring them up and nurture, develop that type
Yep.
of somatic.
Yep.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's probably where we'll take one mid to later rounds. I think you start to look at corners.
All right. So got corners knocked out. We
Yeah.
still got another part of the DBs, man. We got to talk about. They are the safeties, free and strong, free bird and strong as an ox.
Did we talk about Duggar yet earlier? I forget.
Talk about who?
Duggar leaving us, right?
Oh,
He's a free bird, man. But he's on the Bungles now.
He's on the Bungles. So we won't get to see him with the Steelers, but we will get to see him twice a year because Duggar has left the building. Now, I kind of like Duggar. I thought he'd come on and played some pretty good physical football with us. So
I mean, you could make a case. He made the biggest play of the season with that safety versus the Lions. I mean, he was a great player for us. He had a pick six too. He's playing really good, and I was hoping we would have kept him, but still got Brisker for around the same price, so I'm okay with it.
You're okay with that? So, all right. Yeah. So, since Duggar's gone, where does that leave us with safety? Who do we have?
Safeties? Let's see.
Yeah,
as I mentioned, we picked up Jaquan Brisker for a cheap deal. It's like $5.5. He's pretty good. Free safety. He's rangy. Always has the nose for the football. He'll play. He's a hard hitter too. Tackles well. I think he'll be a good addition alongside Deshaun Elliott as well. Yep. Well, it should be a good safety tandem.
So we're looking at Brisker and Elliott right now,
yeah.
and a potential of Ramsey floating back there every now and then.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Now we also had another pickup. We picked up the old guy, Darnell Savage.
Yeah, former Packer. Hoping he can play with another former Packer. But
you thought that was funny?
I did in my mind.
In your mind. And you are a legend in your mind. There's no doubt about it. You are a legend in your mind. All right, so continue. And Larry, by the way,
he's a savage, so I'm a savage too.
He's a savage, and I just seen Larry jumped on. Larry, glad you could make the show, brother.
Hey, Larry,
now
give me a hat.
Now we also have Sebastian Crack.
It's not Crack.
Sebastian Castro.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, he flashed in training camp last year, if I remember correctly. He looked good, and then kind of didn't hear from all season.
Yeah, he was kind of another one, flash in the pan, and then that was about it. And then we got one other guy, which I know is a household name. Everybody knows this guy. Who is he?
Jack Henderson? I don't even know who he is. I think he's another camp.
Jack Henderson. Wait a second. I just got done telling everybody he's a household name. Now you don't even know who he is?
I'm very forgetful. You got to remember, I'm very forgetful.
I'm very forgetful. So he's really not a household name. So he's just a camp body at this present time and moment.
Yeah. He's not going to make the 53.
Yeah. Not going to make the 53. You're probably right about that. So that now does lead me where I want to go. We could potentially look at a first round safety, and we could potentially use a stud. The problem is there's only one stud in this class, and he's probably going to go in the top 3.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about Downs, right?
Absolutely. Here we are talking about another Buckeye. Caleb Downs, man. I mean, you're talking about this guy is physical. His coverage skills are just, he's always in the right place at the right time, man. He's definitely probably this class's most natural free safety. And you want to know what the quarterbacks don't want to do? Throw anywhere near his zip code.
Yeah, that reminds me a lot of Minka, where guys are like, I'm not throwing anywhere near this guy. And his cover skills, to speak of Artemidius earlier in the show, his cover skills are on another planet.
Oh, yeah. But do you see us? So we talked last week, right? There's 3 Ohio State guys now that could potentially be game changers for this year. And we're talking Caleb Downs, we're talking Averill, and we're talking Sonny Styles, linebackers and safeties that could potentially be hallmark all-pros for this team moving forward. And at 21, we probably don't have a shot on any of them unless we package up one hell of a trade to go get them.
Well, we got a couple extra thirds. If we want to use them, then let's use them.
Yeah, but let's face it. Is a team drafting in the top 10 per se, or even the top 5? Let's even go that. Are they going to be satisfied with swapping first rounds and taking our number 3s?
I don't know about that. The only team I could see it maybe is Commanders, but that's because they've like picked 7 and they don't pick again until the 3rd round. So if they want our 2nd and some capital, maybe they would do it. I mean, I can't really think of any other team who would do it.
So you're now saying the Commanders could potentially swap us first, take our 2nd and our 2 thirds, and be happy.
I wouldn't go that far, but maybe package of some kind.
Package of some kind. I'll tell you what, you bring up an interesting thought there, producer. We'll have to expand on that as we continue to break down the draft. Now, with that being said, we already said who the top gun is as far as safety goes. Is there anybody else in this class that you kind of like?
Oh, there actually is 2 good safeties as well. There's Dylan Thieneman, who he's actually been skyrocketing off into the top 16 of this draft. Actually, he's like a guy everybody's been watching. He's very good. He's a free safety type, so he's very good, rangy, all around the field. Gets a lot of picks. Like, he's very good. A guy who, if you need a free safety, he'd be a good choice.
And he's one of the guys. He started with Purdue, and then he turned around and he went, over to Oregon. Had a great year over in Oregon. The only problem I don't like about his stats, though, is he had a great combine. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's moving up. But I don't know if his football IQ is there. His on-field awareness is a little bit skeptical. Man, he bites on a lot of play actions and fakes. I mean, Ohio State took huge advantage of him, not necessarily in that first game, but they definitely did in that second game. And, he's listed at 6 foot, but again, he plays a little smaller than that.
Yeah. Well, ideally, he's not going to be playing anywhere near the box anyway, so I don't think that would be that big of an issue. And also, he's still very young, so ideally he would learn that, and that's why teams are so interested in him as a prospect.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about this kid, man, out of Toledo? Emanuel McNeil-Warren. Now, I don't know if he's definitely first round, but he's definitely second round. And if anything, man, he's definitely good in the run defense. I mean, he's a downhill runner. He tackles well. He has no trouble basically handling running backs coming out of the backfield. I mean, the guy's 6'3", 209 pounds, but here's the kicker on him: 4.39 speed.
Holy crap! Yeah, I mean the guy's a freak of nature. I mean, he's a guy to watch. He reminds me a lot of Nick Emanuel, who we just saw, play phenomenal in the Super Bowl a few weeks ago or a month ago now.
You know who a guy he kind of reminds me a little bit of?
Yep.
An old safety of ours, man, Mike Mitchell. You remember when Mike Mitchell played for us a few years back?
Great player.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of reminds me, he wasn't necessarily an all pro, but he was solid in his position. Kind of reminds me a little bit of him.
Yep. Well, in a draft, a lot of gambling prospects, you like to save picks usually.
You do. So, anybody else we want to go ahead and throw out there?
Let's see. I mean, those are the main guys to watch. Another guy I wanted to highlight was
Because this
Zakee
class
Wheatley
isn't very
out of Penn State.
this class isn't very, very strong.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of drops off, unfortunately.
It does. Now, Zakee Wheatley, you're right.
Yeah.
In about the 4th round.
Yeah, third,
I
fourth
think that
round.
there's
That's where you see him.
Yep. I mean, he had a great year with Penn State. There's no doubt about it. 6'3", he runs about a 4.40. I mean, he's pretty good. I mean, he's even been nicknamed the takeaway king because he's always in the right place at the right time. The only problem is that he has lapses in coverage when it comes to playing zone, and the Steelers do a lot of what?
Play zone, so might be an issue. But here's the thing: if you plan to play him at strong safety or box safety, that's kind of less of an issue, actually.
It is kind of less of an issue, but it sounds to me like the way that Patrick's going to run this defense, and he could still be a good pickup because it sounds to me like Patrick's going to take a book out of like Belichick's book. Like there is no real true 4-3 or 3-4 anymore. It's all schemes. We need players that are going to be able to play the scheme on any particular weekend, and we need strong guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. You got a lot of versatile, interchangeable pieces on this defense, whether it's Eccles or Ramsey. So everybody's going to move around, and if you can't do that, that might be an issue.
It could very well be an issue. Is there anybody else you like out of this class later rounds that we could kind of watch out for?
A guy named Bud Clark. He's kind of a highly active coverage safety. I mean, that's what he's good at, coverage. He has some lapses in the run game, though, but we play him deep. He's okay.
You know what? I kind of like Bud as well too. He's definitely a sleeper in this class coming out of TCU. He's got great pass coverage and run stopping. The only problem is, man, he's old coming out of college. He's old.
Yeah,
that could allow him to drop maybe into that 5th or 6th round to where as a sleeper pick, that could be a gentleman to keep your eye on.
I mean, a guy who you could develop, and Brisker leaves the free agency after this year potentially. I think that'd be a good get in the 5th round.
Yeah, I'm that's a guy who I'm kind of watching too, man. I do like that. Now, other than that kind of sums it up, man, right there for safety.
Pretty much.
I mean, we've got some decent late round picks, but if we're going to go for a stud, we're going to have to give up way too much draft capital to go up there and get Mr. Downs, Khalib, out of the Ohio State. All right. That leaves us with just one group to talk about, man, real quick, and we should be able to sum this up really, really good. How about special teams? We don't need to worry about a kicker, right? Because we got the Boz.
Wizard of Boz.
The Wizard of Boz.
Yeah.
But you know what? Do we look at punters, man? What is
I
that?
like Cameron
Mhm,
Johnston.
yeah.
He's a good player.
Look, I like Cameron too, but you know what? Some might call him my great grandpa. I mean, he's been around the league for a hot minute.
Well, he had that freak injury, right? That kind of screwed up his career.
He did, and let's face it, though, we brought him back last year. He lost the training camp battle to oh man,
Waitman.
I forgot his name. Waitman, there you go.
I
Corlius.
mean, that
He
really
lost
was
it to
a
Corlius.
fake battle, though. It was all about money. He got cut. He was going to get cut anyways.
And it could be, it could very well be. So, you know, there's one kid that I'm kind of watching that it would not be surprising if we were able to pick him up, especially in the later rounds. He's another Aussie. Do you know who that is?
Ooh, is it Brett Thorson?
Brett Thorson out of Georgia.
Yeah,
Man,
he
he's 6'2".
boots it.
He does boot it. There is no doubt about it. But here's another thing. He too is an overage guy. So even if we were to waste, let's say, a 6th-round draft pick on this guy,
Mhm.
all right, we could potentially only have him for 6 years. But is that, or here's even better yet, 5 years. We could ride him for 5 years and not worry about picking up his, or 4 years, I should say, because it'd been the 6th round.
I was
So
going to
we
say,
could
are we going to
ride
take him in
him
the first round?
Right. We could ride him for 4 years and decide at that time whether or not he's worthy of
Of a
of
new deal, right?
yeah, a new deal. Exactly right. Now, the thing that I love about this kid, man, not only was he the Ray Guy award winner,
Mhm.
but man, he had 42 punts inside the 20 and
Ooh.
had 5 60-yarders.
That's a lot of coffin kicks.
That's a lot of coffin kicks. If there's anybody on this board right now that I'd like to go for, that would definitely be Brett Thorson. And then the only other one, would be Ryan Eckley, a Spartan out of Michigan State. I mean, again, late round. But if I was going after somebody for sure, it would definitely be Brett Thorson.
Yeah.
Anybody reach out to you that you would like to see?
No. I feel good about our special teams. We got even Christian Kuntz, who's been here for 50 years now.
For 50 years?
He's been here a while. Same with Boz.
All right, I'm going to throw 2 more out there real quick. Okay. How about Alec McPherson out of Auburn or Jack Stonehouse out of Syracuse?
Ooh. They're both good kickers, and I think they could hit 70-yarder even. but we got Boz already, so we're good.
Well, no, I'm talking punters still now. Damn it,
punters.
Kickers, we've already decided we don't need a kicker. I'm talking punters. In Alec McPherson out of Auburn and Jack Stonehouse out of Syracuse.
Yeah, I mean, can't hurt to add another punter. Who knows? Johnston might get hurt again.
Well, here's the thing that I like about Stonehouse is he has NFL blood in him.
Ooh. I mean, the Bengals kicker, right?
Well, no, he was from Tennessee. His brother Ryan Stonehouse played with the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins, and his dad John played for the Giants.
Ooh, there we go. Bring him in.
So he's definitely got some bloodlines. I don't think he's worthy of a draft pick. He might be a great free agent pickup at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then as far as Alec McPherson out of Auburn, the only thing I like about him, man, is he can kick the ball. No, shit. You're right. Alec McPherson out of Auburn, he is kicker. We don't need kicker.
Yeah, I saw McPherson. I thought he's related to the Bengals guy.
Yeah, no, you were right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I got my kickers, man, all jacked up. But
wow.
It happens. They're special team guys. You know what I mean? They're special team guys. All right, buddy. So the question is, do we see anybody being drafted in the first round? Yay or nay?
Yeah, we're going to take a punter in the first round. Screw it.
Ooh. You do remember the last punter taken in the first round?
I don't.
I believe it might have been Sebastian Janikowski, Los Angeles Raiders. Might have been. I might have to Google that. I might have to Google that. Last punter. How do you spell punter? Punter. Hell, like Jerry Reed said, hell, I got to go.
Me too. I got to go to the bathroom.
Hold on. And you got to go to the bathroom first. Round. Let's see. Oh no. You know what? No, that can't be right. It's saying Russell Rexelben was the last punter drafted in the first round of the NFL draft, selected 11 overall by the New Orleans Saints.
What year was that?
Oh, that was the punter. Yeah, that still doesn't say. Oh, Janikowski was. Oh, maybe Janikowski was a punter.
Huh? When was Janikowski selected then?
Yeah, that doesn't sound right now. Sebastian Janikowski. Yeah. Polish. He was a Polish football player. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, you know why? He was as a place kicker. Oh, yeah, that'd have been right. I told you I got my kickers all mixed up. Punters, kickers. Yeah. Janikowski was a damn place kicker. Duh. Okay. Cut me off. And with that, we're going to let you go. We're going to bode farewell to you, Steelers Nation. Tune in next week as we break down more positions going into the NFL draft. So with that being said, since JT can't be here to say it himself, he's going to force me to do it. I want you all to be careful in the hot tub. And we are out. And this is what happens when they stick me with the outro.
Check back next week into the Steelers realm.